Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
That's the right thing to do at that point, but it doesn't justify the fact that he just, shoot someone.
Now at 10, the suspect allegedly responsible for the Friday shooting at Buckland Hills Mall is now in custody. How shoppers are reacting to the scary incident. Plus, officials releasing the names of the two men who died in a boating accident in Stonington. The tragedy sparking a strong reminder on water safety. And what better weather than today's to kick off Hartford's Puerto Rican Parade? We'll bring you all the sights and sounds of this annual celebration. The Fox 61 News at 10 starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news on the CW20. I'm Carmen Chow. We begin on the weather watch tonight. We had ourselves a very muggy weekend, but with plenty of sunshine. But all of that will change tomorrow. Let's toss it over to meteorologist Ryan Breton. Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Carmen. Hi, everybody. We actually have some needed rain that's on the way. It's not going to be heavy rain for everybody, but the potential is there for some downpours tomorrow. You can already see them forming down around D.C., and all of this is going to be directed up north in our direction over the next 12 to 18 hours. Radar is quiet out there tonight, but it is mild, it's muggy, and overnight the cities won't drop much below 70. A low of 70 in Hartford, 71 in New Haven, 60s everywhere else, but it will be a mild and muggy night. Now, first thing in the morning, I think we're mostly dry. This is the map at 6 a.m. A lot of clouds, maybe an isolated shower. So your morning commute in most cases will be dry. But as we get toward late morning and midday, there will be scattered showers and downpours developing. Not everybody will get into these, but in the places that do, there will be some heavy rain. And in some localized areas, there actually could be some minor street flooding in some of these downpours. Just the rate of the rainfall so quick, it's tough for the storm drains to keep up. Then the activity should lighten up a little bit as we head toward tomorrow evening. So your morning drive, likely dry. The highest odds for rain are late morning into mid-afternoon. But the way it goes in the summertime, and as we've seen in this drought, it's not going to be evenly distributed. So some towns will get a lot of rain. Other places won't see much at all. With the clouds, the showers, and the downpours, temperatures tomorrow only in the 70s. We do warm back up, though, and with that warmth on Tuesday, there could be a few showers and storms as well. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little while. Carmen?
Ryan, thank you. An arrest has been made in the shooting of a security guard at Buckland Hills Mall in Manchester on Friday. 30-year-old Richard LaPlante turned himself into police Saturday night and is being held on a $1 million bond. Fox 61's Tony Black is live outside of the mall after speaking with shoppers tonight. Tony?
Yeah, Carmen, crime scene tape surrounded the front of this Macy's here at Buckland Hills Mall in Manchester on Friday after a security guard was shot. Now, this Macy's has since reopened. Police say that security guard was trying to stop a shoplifter. That shoplifter fled the scene and has now turned himself into police.
I was surprised and concerned because, it's a shopping mall, right? People come with kids, families.
Shoppers coming to Buckland Hills Mall in Manchester Sunday are still in shock of what happened just days prior. Police say a security guard tried stopping a shoplifter in the Macy's men's parking lot Friday afternoon and was shot in the abdomen. Richard LaPlante was identified as the suspect and turned himself into police Saturday night.
I'm surprised. I mean, definitely that's the right thing to do at that point, but it doesn't justify the fact that he just, shoot someone, right? Someone who's just trying to do his own job.
Good. I hope that they prosecute him because they don't just let him out.
I feel like that means he has a conscience. He did the morally right thing to do, and I hope he gets justice.
The Windsor man faces first-degree charges for assault and robbery, carrying a pistol without a permit, and attempted murder. He's being held on a $1 million bond and is scheduled to appear in court Monday. Police say the investigation into what happened and where LaPlante went after the shooting is still ongoing. A search went on for hours around the mall and nearby hotels. Shoppers say it's scary and unfortunate that this happened at the shopping center.
We were very upset because, we like to come up here once in a while, and now, I don't know, it just doesn't seem safe anymore.
The mall went on lockdown for an hour and a half. People inside told Fox 61 they were shocked when they started to realize what was going on, but were still confused. Shoppers Sunday say this is a reminder to stay vigilant when away from home.
Definitely. He always says to me when I go out run errands, pay attention.
Like, there's children here, there's people here, families, friends. You just got to be safe at all times.
I asked Manchester police what conversations, if any, they've had with LaPlante and where he went after he fled that scene on Friday. They have not been able to answer those questions for us. They say the 27-year-old security guard is still in the hospital but are unaware of his condition. Live in Manchester, Tony Black, Fox 61 News.
Always keep your head on a swivel. Thank you, Tony. New details on a story that we brought to you last night. The two men that died after the boat crashed in Stonington Harbor have been identified. They are 54-year-old David Motherway of Stonington and 52-year-old Brian Colley of Littleton, Colorado. Officials are still investigating what caused the boat to crash, but are confident the boat hit a break wall, which the two were most unlikely able to see in the darkness. And a late-night shooting on Saturday has left one person dead in Hartford, becoming the 26th fatal shooting so far this year in the capital city. It happened on the 700 block of Maple Street, the area of another shooting just several hours before. Hartford police responding just before midnight after reports of gunfire. The victim, 24-year-old Dominic Battle of Manchester, was pronounced dead on the scene. The shooting is still under investigation. Well, now's your chance to save at certain stores just in time for the start of the new school year. Connecticut's tax-free week starts today, giving you a break from the state's sales tax on eligible clothes and footwear. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro has all the details.
People feeling the pinch of high prices just about everywhere.
With everything, with food, milk, clothes, sneakers, and I have 6 kids, so yeah, it's very expensive.
Now in the mix, the cost of getting ready for a new school year.
Me, myself, I have one in college, I have one in high school, and my 16-year-old, he wears a 14 shoe, so very expensive.
Shoppers getting some relief in the form of a tax-free week. That means you don't have to pay the state's 6.35% sales tax on eligible items of clothing or footwear that cost under $100.
I mean, we work every day, and sometimes we come up short, so this week will give people an opportunity to get a little more for a little less.
If you can save $1, it's better than saving nothing.
Some of the items that qualify include shirts, jeans, dresses, shoes, sleepwear, swimsuits, formal wear, work clothes, uniforms, and socks. Accessories like hats and belts and even diapers also qualify.
Those items maybe you're holding off on buying until the sale season. This is the week to do that, especially with the savings of tax-free week. We love that Connecticut chooses to do this every year. It's really, really helpful for businesses.
Local businesses looking to welcome more customers this week with additional back-to-school deals. That includes the shops at Farmington Valley.
Each store will be doing something for the tax-free week.
Sales tax-free week runs through Saturday, August 27th, and for a full list of items that qualify, you can visit our website, fox61.com, and click on this story. Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61 News.
Angelo, thank you. Now check this out. The streets of Hartford were full earlier today with people celebrating their heritage. It was the Puerto Rican Day Parade organized by the Connecticut Institute for Community Development Puerto Rican Parade Committee. Hundreds of people lining the streets and the cars were decked out with the Puerto Rican flag supporting the event. The parade route started down at the intersection of Warmy Avenue and Locust Street, eventually cutting up Hartford and ending at Bushnell Park. We have much more coming up on the news at 10. A high-ranking congresswoman reflecting on her party after losing a primary battle, which she's attributing the margins to. Ryan?
Hi, Carmen. Hi, everybody. We have some needed rain on the way to start the new week, but like so many chances this summer, it doesn't mean every single town will get poured on. We'll break down what this all means, the timeline, and when heat returns, too, coming up in the forecast.
Turning now to Representative Liz Cheney of Wyoming. She says she has no regrets about her primary loss last week. Her opponent, Harriet Hageman, who was endorsed by former President Trump, defeated Cheney in the at-large Republican primary. Cheney only received about 30% of the vote. She says her loss only further shows the hold Trump has on the Republican Party.
We really have got to decide whether or not we're going to be a party based on substance and policy, or whether we're going to remain, as so many of our party are today, in the grips of a dangerous former president.
Cheney has said she is considering a run for president in 2024, but has not yet made a final decision. And now to Afghanistan, where 9 people are dead after the intense flooding in the Kushi district of the country. Seasoned rains created floodwaters, which swept away houses, killed livestock, and swamped farmlands. This coming after just last week, where flash floods killed at least 31 people in northern regions of the country. And speaking of flooding, Ryan, it looks like we're getting some much needed rain tomorrow.
Yes, and it's going to be interesting tomorrow. In some of the heaviest downpours that pop up, there may actually be a little bit of street flooding that happens. It just rains so hard that water runs off and there's
So it's like a good or bad thing that we're getting this rain?
It is a good thing we're getting the rain.
Okay.
But if you get caught in one of those heavy downpours,
not so good.
Right. Could be a problem just for that brief period of time. And the way tomorrow will go, it's not like the entire state is going to get an equal amount of rain. There will probably be some towns that get quite a lot and several towns that don't get a whole lot. It's just the way it goes when these tropical downpours set up. Tuesday, I think we'll see a little bit more sunshine, and there could be a few hit and miss showers and storms in the afternoon. Then it's all about the warmth for the rest of the week. So you can see what I mean just by looking at the satellite and radar to our south. There's one cluster of storms here near D.C. There's another one in central Pennsylvania. So there are breaks and gaps between these heavy downpours, but the general trend is that they'll be moving north overnight into tomorrow morning. Right now it's dry. It is cloudy in spots, and it is warm and muggy too. 73 right now in Hartford, 76 in New Haven. Not quite so humid in northern Connecticut though. Look at the dew points there, low 60s. Meanwhile, at the shore, it is quite humid where the dew point is up around 70. And most of this week, it will be moderately humid, and at times it will feel quite humid, especially if you live along the Connecticut shoreline. So overnight, clouds increase, but most of the night will be dry. It's mild and muggy, with temperatures not falling much below 70 in the cities. Outside of the cities, we should drop into the 60s. Tomorrow, with the clouds, scattered showers and downpours, temperatures staying in the 70s, but very humid through the day tomorrow as well. So we'll show you this hour by hour. At 6 a.m., it's cloudy, but likely dry at that point. Some showers may start to develop toward late morning and midday. This is when the chances for downpours will be highest, but notice they're not widespread. Some of these yellows would be indicating where the heaviest rain is, and it won't hit every single town. And of course, you can't take this model depiction literally, but the idea is that scattered showers and downpours will be out there, especially during the middle of the day tomorrow, and then most of the action will die out tomorrow night. I want to show you 2 different models. This is one idea just showing how big of a difference there could be in rainfall totals depending on where you live based on those downpours. If the downpours don't really develop, it would be more like a half an inch or so of rainfall at best. Not really much of a beach day tomorrow with the clouds and the off and on rain, but if you're trying to make it there, plan on temperatures that'll be in the 70s. Then with this front coming in on Tuesday, there's a chance for a couple of pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon. And once that front moves away, the rest of the week looking really nice. You'll see it here in the 7-day forecast. Cooler tomorrow, but humid with scattered showers and downpours. A little bit more sun on Tuesday will get us back into the 80s with a chance for an afternoon shower or storm. And then a summery stretch Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with fairly high humidity and temperatures up around 90. Right now, it looks like next weekend should be dry and seasonably warm as well. We'll have more coming up in just a little while. Carmen?